Okay. Can everybody see the board really good?
Yeah.
Everybody can see? Okay, good job, good job. All right, so before we get started, today we're going to work on retelling familiar stories. So, my first question I want to ask is, how many of you have read a book before? Or had books read to you? I know we read books, because guess what? Earlier today, Miss Parchman read you guys some books, right? She read you all a book. So earlier today, she read the book Jack and the Giant, the story full of beans. So I'm going to let you guys look at the book right quick. Y'all can take turns. There's those books for everybody. I'll let y'all take a few seconds. Look at the book.
Is that hot?
So in a little while, today we're focused on retelling the story. So we're going to read some book. We're going to read a book a little later on in the lesson, and we're going to retell a story about it. Okay? But before we do that, we're going to discuss some things so we'll know how to retell a story. Okay? We're not going to read these books. I just want y'all to look at them. Okay?
Yeah.
Who knows what do it mean to retell a story?
Because it like to read.
It's reading. Okay. What do it mean to retell? What are you doing when you retelling a story?
She played a basketball.
Okay, she played basketball. So Montana's looking at somebody playing basketball. So if she was retelling her story, she would say that she would talk about how they're playing basketball on her picture. Okay.
In the back of the story.
What do retelling mean though? Who knows? Okay, Kingston.
The back of the book.
Something about the back of the book. Okay, that could be correct. All right. All right. So I'm gonna tell you when retelling the story. Let me have the books. Let's close the books right quick. Let's close the books. Close the books. Let's sit them right here in the middle. Let's sit them right there in the middle. Good job. Good job. Awesome. All right. I need all hands to yourself. No one touching the books. Okay. Thank you. All right. So when we retell a story, we have to think about the most important parts of the story. Like what happened in the story that we need to know the most parts about. Normally when we read a story, sometimes the stories are kind of long. Case in point, earlier today when Miss Parchman read this book was pretty long. So if she was wanting to retell this story, she don't need to start from the beginning and tell everything that happened in the book. So we need to break it down a little bit and just tell the important parts of the story, okay? So and when we're retelling the story, we normally start from the beginning, then we do a middle part, and then we do an ending part of the story, okay? Everybody with me?
Yes.
All right. So, like I just said, we think about what's important. So, say for instance, if we're thinking about the beginning of a story, you have to tell what happened first. And normally when you're telling what happened first, you may use words like first, such and such, this happened in the story. But we're talking about what happened what? First. What happened at the beginning of the story. And typically when you're talking about what happened at the beginning of a story, you're talking about the characters. Who know what a character is? And you're also talking about the setting. But we're going to talk about the characters first. What is a character? What is it?
A superhero.
A superhero. Okay, a superhero can be a character. Who else can tell me? What else? Something else about a character. What do you know about a character?
My boss? Batman.
Batman?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
Jack and the Beanstalk. The Wing Tower. Batman.
Is it still sharing? It's still sharing the screen?
Mm-hmm. So you should be able to just click on those.
For some reason it wouldn't let me.
I know
Okay,
this.
here we go.
Jack
So, here we go. So, what else do we know about a character? What we know? So, okay, so Jack and the Beanstalk would be a character in the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Who else? What else?
And beans.
Okay, maybe the beans. I don't know. So here we go. So the character in the story is normally the people that's in the story. And it could be anything. It could be people or a person. Hold on, I'm going to share this right quick.
My boss? Can you list? It could be a monster.
Hold on.
Can you list? Do it.
Okay, here we go. Sorry. New to the board. New to this computer. So it could be a person, and you see, as you can see, we have different people on our screen. So if we're telling a story about us at school, who would be the characters in our story?
School.
No, not school. The people. Who would be the people?
Us.
Us. So it would be a story about me. It would be a story about Madden. The story. Another character would be Paul. Another character would be Montana, and another character would be Kingston, and also Miss Parchment over there. So we would be the characters in the story because the story is about who?
Jack.
It's about not about Jack, about us. The story's about us at school. Remember?
And Jack and the Beanstalk would be on.
All right. Also, your characters can be animals. So, say for instance, we had a pet fish in our room. So we can say the fish is another character in our story, just like the story Llama Llama. Who's one of the characters in here? Llama. The llama is the character in this story. Awesome. All right, and we also can have a hairy mustard as a character. Say for instance, right now it's almost close to Halloween, so you may read a book about Halloween and about a monster. So your character would be who?
Halloween.
Your character would be?
Halloween.
No. It would be about a what?
Hairy monster.
About this hairy monster. Awesome. So that's one part of telling the beginning of a story. Most times you have to tell who's the characters. And another part of telling the beginning of a story, you need to tell the setting.
It's like a pan.
You need to tell the setting. Kingston, focus, please. You need to tell the setting. All right. In the setting, who knows what the setting is? All right, Kingston, tell us. Help us out. What do you think a setting is?
The playground.
Okay, the playground can be the setting. So normally the setting is where the story takes place and when. So let's look at this picture. This is a picture of a park. So we're reading this, we're pretending that we're at a park. Now, we was at school. School would be our setting at first. But I decided we're going to venture away from the school and we're going to go to the park. So if I ask you what is the setting on this picture, you would say the setting is at a park. Are they outside or are they inside?
Outside.
Huh? Look at this picture.
Inside.
Do this look like they're outside or they're inside?
Outside.
They're outside. How do we know they're outside?
Because it's a playground.
Okay, yeah, it is a playground, but how you know it's outside? Because you can have some indoor playgrounds. You have some playgrounds that can be inside.
Under the garage.
I'm saying, look at this picture. How do we know that this picture is outside?
Because it's a playground outside.
Okay, it is a playground outside, but why? What, Montana?
What?
Okay, have a seat. Thank you, Montana. That's okay. She changed it. Let's go back. Look, I need you to focus. Listen. How do we know this picture is outside? What do you see? Look, right here. What do you see right here?
Trees.
Trees. Do you normally have trees inside of a building? Montana, quit getting up. Sit down. Do we normally have trees inside of a building?
No.
No. And what do you see up in here?
Trees.
No, right up in here.
No trees.
No, right in here. This blue part area.
Sky.
The sky. Where do you see the sky at?
Outside.
Sit down, Montana. You normally see your sky outside. So this lets you know we are outside. We're outside because you can see clouds, you can see trees, all of that stuff. Okay?
Doesn't know my house.
This is another setting. Your setting can be where? At your house. It can be at your house. And also, it can be where?
The circus.
It's not a circus. This is the mall. Remember how many of you been to the mall in Tupelo? See the Barn Crossing Mall. This is the Ferris wheel inside of the mall. So your story, your setting can be at the mall. Awesome. All right, I need you to get everybody to focus, okay? All right, so, I didn't mean to click on that. Let's take it back. All right, so let's look at some pictures. I'm gonna give you guys some pictures.
I'm a fool.
Need everybody focus. I'm gonna give you a picture. So here's my story. I want to tell a story about getting ready for school. But I need some help telling this story. So here's all the parts that took place in this story. But now if I was to tell this story, it would be too long. So I'm going to show everybody these pictures. I want you guys to look at them. I want you to look at these pictures and think. Don't nobody scream out. Don't nobody say anything. I want you to look at these pictures and study them for a minute and think about what you think is happening just by looking at these pictures. What do you think is happening? Just think. Nobody should be talking right now. Just think about it for a second. And I'm going to give you a minute to talk in 1 sec. Just think about it.
A boo bag.
Montana. Just look for a minute. All right. So what you think this story... What's going to happen in this story? First of all, let's talk about the character. Who do you think the character is in this story?
In a boo bag.
Who is the character in this story?
A girl.
A little girl, okay? How do you know it's a girl?
Boo bag.
Huh? How do you know it's a little girl? The character is going to be about a little girl.
Because it's
It's a picture of her, right? Okay, and maybe is anybody else on those pictures with the little girl?
It's a teacher.
Is that her teacher? Okay, so we'll find out if that's her teacher or not in a minute. All right, so let me see the pictures. Good job, Montana.
A boo bag. That's a boo bag.
Okay, good job. All right, so I want to tell about her going to school. First, before she can start, she has to do what?
Go to sleep.
Not go to sleep, but she have to what?
Wake up.
She needs to wake up, right? So here she is. She's waking up. So I'm going to put this first. Nobody touched the cord, okay? So this is the first thing she did. She's going to wake up. So the first part of my story, I'm going to say in the beginning, in the beginning, first, the little girl woke up out of her what? Bed. So what would be my setting? Where would her bed be?
In her room.
In her room. So the setting would be in her room. So the little girl woke up out of her bed. All right.
One downstairs to eat breakfast.
Good job. Good job. All right. I got it. Don't worry about it.
I ate breakfast. Everybody ate
Kingston.
breakfast.
All right. So now, next part of our retelling the story is the middle part. Normally in the middle part, we would say next, or we may say then. Something's going to happen next, okay? All right, the middle part normally is when you tell the problem of the story. Like, what is the issue? What is the issue going on in the story? So it may be something that's too hard. You know, sometimes when we give y'all some work, y'all will say, oh, this is so hard. So that would be an issue because you're struggling a little bit. And that's what this little boy is doing on this picture. He's struggling because he don't know how to work this math problem. So that is an issue. This is a problem. So that would be the middle part of this story. On this picture, these children have been introduced something new and they don't know what to do. So and sometimes that can be a problem when you don't know what to do and you're confused. But that's okay. So we're going to look back at our cards. So next, we got to figure out what's going to come next in our story. What are we doing next?
Me.
All right. So we already said first, she did what?
Go upstairs.
Look at the picture. First, she did what?
Get out the bed.
She woke up. She got out the bed. She woke up. Then
I ate breakfast. Brushed her teeth.
she brushed her teeth. And then let me look through the cards. After she brushed her teeth, she probably ate breakfast. So first, she did what?
I woke up.
Woke up. First, she woke up. Next, she brushed her teeth. Then she ate breakfast. All right. So we almost halfway there. We have one more part. So now we got to figure out how to end this story, right? Because is that the end of the story?
No.
She just ate breakfast. What is our story about? A little girl doing what? Getting ready for what?
School.
Getting ready for school. So we only got a part of the story. We got to finish it, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, we need to finish it. So now we're at the end of the story. So normally at the end of the story, you probably would say the word last or at the end, something like that. And normally at the end of the story, it'll tell you how to solve your problem. So remember, in this problem on the board, we said if something's too hard or if it's new. So you got to figure out how to solve the problem. What happened in the story to help you solve the problem?
My face.
So, on our cards, we have some more cards. How did she solve her problem? What did she do?
School.
She went to school. So who's she waving goodbye to?
Her teacher. Bye.
Not to her teacher. Her mom. Remember, she was at home. She waved goodbye to her mom. All right. So now I have all my cards in order, right?
Yes.
You think I have them in order?
No.
So now I'm going to retell my story. So here we go. I'm going to pick my cards back up.
Here you go.
Here we go. So remember we just read a story about a little girl going to school, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to say her name is Lily. First, Lily woke up out of her bed.
Wake up, Daddy.
Next, Lily brushed her teeth. Then Lily ate breakfast. And finally, or last, she waved goodbye to her mom and walked to where? To school. She walked to school. Good job, you guys. You guys did a good job with that. All right, so we're going to do one more story. You guys going to help me with it?
One more.
Yeah, we're going to tell one more story like this. Are you ready?
Yeah. Another one.
All right. So this story is about watering plants. Ooh, how many of you ever watered plants before? It's about watering plants and making a plant. How many of you ever planted? We may need to do that in here.
We did it one time.
We did it in here? Okay. Okay.
One time.
So here we go. My story is about watering plants. I'm gonna turn my cards around and I'm gonna let you just glance at them, just looking from my hand. So we already discovered that this story is gonna be about what? Plants, about plants. By looking at these pictures, can you tell who's the character in this story?
That plant.
Is the plant gonna be the character? Okay. Who's gonna tell this story?
Water.
The man, or maybe the person who's reading the story, or the character. Maybe it's nobody listed on here. You don't see any people, do you? So I probably would be the character, sis. I guess because I'm telling the story. All right. So here we go. When we're planting the plant, the first thing we're gonna do is plant the seed in the
pot.
In the pot. So let's go first. Next, we're going to water the seed. Then the seed sprouts into a little plant, little small plant. It's not all the way through yet. All right, and then we're going to enjoy our flower. Kingston, I need you to quit doing that, please. Thank you.
Flower.
Yes, it is. It's a flower. Awesome. You guys did really good on that. All right. So guess what? You guys helped me do those. Now it is your turn. So this time, it's your turn. Remember, you're going to be looking, what parts are we looking for in the story? The beginning, the middle, and then the end. The beginning, the middle, and the end of the story, okay? All right, here we go.
We gotta do it by ourselves.
Hold on one sec. I'm not for sure what I gotta. Okay. So this time, you guys, I'm gonna give you some cards, and you're gonna study them for a little while. And then after you do that, I'm gonna take them up and I'm gonna read you a story, okay? And I'm gonna need you guys to put your listening ears on so that you'll know what to do and work together. We're gonna work together and we're gonna put these cards in order, okay? So first, I'm gonna let you look at them because I want you to look at them. I want you to think about what's going on in the story. You don't have to touch them. Just put them right here in the middle. Just leave them right there. Everybody can see them. Look at the pictures. Talk amongst each other. Tell me so you'll know what's going on in the story. Think about where the setting is, who's the character in the story.
This one. This one, boss. Yeah, the butt.
All right. So, have you guys looked?
Yeah.
So, just looking at the pictures that I told you not to touch. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Just looking at the pictures. Who is a character in this story?
The boy and the girl.
The boy. Is that a girl?
That one. Yes. That's a girl.
Okay. Where is he? First off, let's discover it first.
A butt.
So we'll know who this girl is. Where is he?
In the library.
He's in the library. So if he's standing right here, she is a girl, but what do we call her?
A boy.
No, what do we call her? If she's in the library, the who?
The librarian.
The librarian. So the characters in this story will be the librarian and
the boy.
And the boy. And where's our setting in this story?
The boy.
Where's the setting? Listen, you guys not listening. Inside of the library. Inside of the library. Inside of the library. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to take these pictures back up. I'm going to take them back up. And I'm going to leave them right here. I need everybody to sit on their bottoms.
Are you okay?
Good job. I'm fine. I don't need anybody touching the cards, okay?
Okay.
And I need everybody listening ears on because I'm going to read you a story, all right? And then we're going to put those cards in order according to how they happened in our story. Are you guys listening? I need some people to sit up in their seats because right now I just don't think I have their full attention. Thank you. All right, here we go. Joe is visiting the library. What's the little boy's name?
Jesse.
I'm going to read that first sentence again. Joe is visiting the library. What's our little boy's name, the character name?
Joe.
Joe. His name is Joe. He picks a book. Joe shows his library card. The librarian scans Joe's card, his book and his card. And Joe reads the library book at home. I'm going to read our story one more time. Joe is visiting the library. He picks a book. Joe shows his library card. The librarian scans Joe's book. And Joe reads the library book at home. All right, so here's our card. So just that little story I read, I want you guys to work together. Let me see my pick. Kingston is going to be the person handling the cards. So Kingston, you guys are going to work with Kingston and figure out which card needs to go right here first, which card is second, third, and fourth, okay? So Kingston, work with them and help them, and you go through them, and y'all decide which card is first. What was the first thing that happened in our story? I want to hear you guys talking amongst each other. What's the first thing that happened in the story?
They went to the library.
Okay. So if that's what happened first, put it first. I need y'all to help him. Help him. Maddie, you're not helping if you're not paying attention, baby.
I'm going to help him.
Okay.
You got with the scissors.
Okay.
Okay, get your box.
Paul, what you think happened next?
With the Don't take it.
Don't move the cards. You gotta leave them in order.
With the butt. With the butt. With the butt. A car. There's the car.
All right, so let's look at our cards. So what was the first thing the little boy did?
Went to the library.
He went to the library and he looked at the he looked at his books, right? Right, that was the first thing. Then he took out his what?
Stamp.
Not his stamp, but his
Card.
His card. Once he took out his card, what did he do?
Got a new book.
Huh?
I got a book.
He got the book and he did what with the librarian?
A book. Gave him a book.
Huh?
Stamp the book.
What do you do when you get a book and you go to the desk?
You stamp it.
You stamp it. He scanned it. He checked the book out, and then he went home and he did what?
Read it.
He read his book. Good job. You guys did a good job putting those cards in order. So first, he looked at the book. Then he took his library card out. He got the book scanned. Then he went home and enjoyed reading his book. Awesome. 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 Good job.
High five.
All right.
High five.
Okay, so now you guys,
What's that you We gotta do
you guys are getting ready to read a story on your. Well, I'm gonna read the story, and I need you guys paying close attention. Okay. So in order for you to pay attention, you gotta not to talk. Okay. You gotta focus on me and listen. And I'm gonna put our book up here. Remember, I told you we was gonna read the book Jack and the Beanstalk. And we're reading Jack and the Beanstalk because this week we've been focusing on the letter what?
J.
The letter J. What sound do our J say?
J.
Awesome. Our letter J says J. So we're going to read a book called Jack and the Beanstalk. All right, let me see if I can get this going.
We can listen to it.
No, you're going to listen to me read it. I got to read it to you. All right. Montana, I need you to have a seat in your seat, baby. Everybody, eyes on the board. Paying attention as I read. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack. Jack lived in a cottage with his mother. They were very poor, and their most valuable possession was a cow. So who knows if you're poor and it says a valuable possession, what do that mean? Do you know what that means?
Cow.
Huh? Okay, they may have been a farmer. So do they have anything else other than this cow?
Yeah, no.
No. That's their most valuable. So that means that cow is worth more money than anything that they have. So
10,000.
So do you think that cow is important to them? If she said that's their most valuable, is that cow important to them?
No.
You don't think so?
Yes.
Yes. If it's your most valuable thing, that it's going to be important to you because it's probably going to be worth some money.
$10,000.
I don't know how much it's worth. I never sold a cow before, so I don't know. All right. One day, Jack's mother asked him to take the cow to the market to sell it. So why do you think they're going to sell the cow?
To the market.
Yeah, why are they selling it?
For the milk.
You think they selling the cow for some milk?
Yep.
He's selling the whole cow, not the milk, not the cow just for his milk. So what you think? Yeah, he's selling that whole cow. Why do you think they're gonna sell it? What they need?
Milk.
They don't need milk. They need what?
Charger.
They need some
Money.
money. They need some money. So they're gonna sell. So they're selling the cow.
But they still need milk.
Well, I guess they think they need that money more than that milk. So, on the way, Jack met a man who gave him some magic beans in exchange for the cow. Do you think that was a good idea?
Yes.
You think that was a good idea?
So can you make a beanstalk?
All right, let's see. Let's see if we think if that was a good idea.
Yes.
When Jack came home with the beans, his mother was angry. Ooh. She threw the beans out the window and sent him to bed. She said, "Go to bed." Why do you think his mom was upset?
But his daughter, he started the beans.
Why was she upset though? What did she tell him to do with the cow?
Take it
Take it where?
to the market.
To the market and do what with it?
Get the money.
Get money. Did he come back home with money?
No.
What did he come back home with?
Beans.
Beans. So if your mom sends you to the store for something and you don't come back with it, do you think she's going to be upset about it?
No.
You don't think so?
Mom,
I don't know. I probably would.
It's matchy beans.
But she don't know that though. Do his mama know they magic?
No.
No, she didn't know that. She's upset because they needed what?
Money.
They needed money.
Some money.
All right. The next morning, Jack looked out the window. A giant beanstalk had grown in the garden. Ooh. How would y'all feel if y'all woke up and this was in your yard?
Good.
You would feel good about that? Paul,
Understand.
you'll feel good about that being in your yard? You would too, Montana? Okay.
It's a beanstalk. Yeah,
Okay, let's see. Jack decided to climb the beanstalk. It was so tall, it went right up to the sky and through the clouds. Ooh, that was a tall beanstalk.
That's the
When-
house. That's the door.
Yeah, that's the door. Let's listen. Okay. When Jack finally reached the top, he saw an enormous castle. Jack decided to go inside. All the furniture was huge. Suddenly, Jack heard a loud noise. He ran into the cupboard to hide. What is a cupboard? Who knows what a cupboard is?
It's a closet.
It's a closet. Cool. Good. An enormous giant came into the room. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
That's a big
I smell the blood of an Englishman. Who below? So who is this? The who?
Below.
Who is this man?
Beanstalk.
The Jack. No, not Jack. It's the giant. Remember, he's a giant.
Giant.
All right. The giant sat down at the table. On the table was a hen and a golden heart. Everybody see the hen?
That's a chicken. Yes.
Do you think this hen and this golden heart is the giant most prized possession?
No.
Remember at the beginning, Jack, mom's, remember at the beginning it said their prized possession was the what? No. What was Jack and his mom most prized possession? The cow. This is the giant's most prized possession. His hen and his heart. So these two things is what's valuable to him. Guess why? Lay, said the giant. The hen laid an egg. It was made out of solid gold. Don't you think that's probably some what? He's probably gonna get some what from that? Some money from that egg. Sing, said the giant. The harp sang. The giant fell asleep. Listening to the beautiful sounds from the harp. Jack jumped out of the cupboard and took the hen and the harp. Was that a good idea? No, why wasn't that a good
He
idea?
just took the egg with the belly.
He should have just took the egg. What is he doing right now though?
He running.
I know he's running, but is it not? Is that his stuff?
No.
No, that's not his. He shouldn't be taking it. All right. As Jack ran, the harp cried, "Help, master!" The giant woke up and called, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman." He chased Jack to the top of the beanstalk. Uh-oh.
That man can't climb on there.
Jack climbed down the beanstalk and the giant followed him. Uh-oh, you think he's going to catch him?
No.
As Jack got to the bottom of the beanstalk, he shouted, "Help!"
Then his mama came.
Jack's mother came out with an axe. She used it to chop the bottom of the beanstalk. The giant fell and crashed to the ground. Boom! He was never seen again. With the golden egg and the magic harp, Jack and his mother lived happily ever after.
They got their $10,000 in cash. Get their cash.
They got their cash.
Yeah, that's
All right, so
I
I don't know if that was I don't know if that was a really good story because
It's a good.
should they have taken the hens, the giant's heart in his hen? Should they have taken it?
This is to the egg.
They should have just took the egg.
With the matey.
What should have been the better way for them to do? They should have just asked, right?
Egg.
Yeah, they should have just asked, but they didn't ask. Okay.
They should have took the money.
So now it is your turn
Oh my goodness.
to put the cards in sequence. So everybody's going to get their own little story
Okay.
of Jack and the Beanstalk, and I want you to think about it. What was the first thing? You're going to have 4 little pictures that go, and I'm going to give everybody some glue. Glue. I want you to look at the pictures first. I want you to study these pictures first. And remember, as we was reading that story, what came first, what came second, what came third, and what came fourth in that picture. I'm gonna give everybody one.
Easy peasy, but I think it's hard. One. That's a one.
Here's yours. You one. Okay, let's look at our pictures. Before we get started, I'm going to look at the pictures with you, okay?
I know what. Hey, I got one.
I'm going to look at the pictures with you so I can... So, on this picture, you have a picture of Jack coming down that beanstalk. He's coming down that beanstalk. You have a picture of Jack trading in the beans, trading in the cow for the beans to the little magic man, remember, at the beginning? You have Jack's mom chopping down that tree.
Look, see?
And then you have Jack running away from it. So take your pictures. I hope everybody have studied them. Let me see. I'm going to give everybody some glue. We're going to take a few seconds. And we're going to put them in.
One.
Glue them down according to how you think they happened in the story.
Hey, look, I got one. Look, see? One.
So as you're doing it, I'm going to kind of like retell the story as you're gluing it down. So remember in the beginning, it said that Jack, the prized possession was the cow. So his mom told him to take it to the market. Remember, instead of him taking it to the market, he ended up selling it to the magic man for beans. Mom got mad. She threw the beans away. And the next morning when they woke up, there was a beanstalk. Remember, Jack, he climbed up the beanstalk. As he climbed up the beanstalk, he heard noises, so he climbed in a cupboard. He saw the giant playing with the harp and making the hen lay eggs. Once the giant fell asleep, he decided to steal the harp and the hen. He ran away once the harp screamed out. And the giant chased him down the beanstalk. His mom came out. She cut the beanstalk down, and they lived happily ever after. Okay, we're going to give everybody time to finish, okay? We're going to give everybody time to finish. Everybody put their papers down. Put your papers down. Put your papers down. Put your papers down. Put your papers down. We're going to give everybody time to finish.
I gotta get it out.
All right. So, we're going to go back over it real quick before our glue says, just in case if we need to redo it. Just in case. I need everybody looking at their paper. Everybody looking at their paper. So, remember, what was the first thing that happened? Remember, Jack did what? He met the magic man. He met the magic man. So your first picture should have been the picture of him when he met the magic man and he sold the beans. He sold the cow to him. So if you don't have this picture first, you may need to take it off and trade it over. All right. The next one was Jack stole the and he ran away. That's correct. Good job, Paul. Good job. Oh, good job, Montana. I love it. I love it.
I thought that was
Good job, Madden. All right, the next one was, your third picture should have been where he is going down. The big, that's right. He's going down. He's going down. And then the last one was the mama cut the tree down. Awesome. Good job. I see some of you did get that one correct.
That's mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Awesome. You guys did a really good job on that.
I gotta take it off.
We will continue to work on this activity. We'll do some more tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, we're going to stay on Jack and the Beanstalk. And we're going to continue to retell the story using our little character puppets, okay? So remember, when we would tell a story, we first have to tell what happened in the beginning. Then what happened in the? What about the middle? Remember? And then what happened at the end? At the end. All right. Good job, you guys. Oh.